Fun.
All right, Seth, let's get into game one.
Let's do it, my friend. Would you like to start?
I will happily take us in here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, worshippers of all ages, welcome to the final day of King of the Sea here at the international bracket. Everybody you see on your screen is going home with some cash. We're just trying to find out how much and whose that is. We're going to start here in game one of the day. This is the semi-final bracket. We're looking at RESIN here in the green top end of Warrior's Path. We are fielding, already we were talking about Libertad. Okay. We've got Libertads on both teams here. Peyton bringing one here for RESIN. Fava and a Colombo. We were talking briefly before the game started about how Colombo has kind of become a bit more of a fashionable pick in competitive modes these days after her unique upgrade. Flanked by four cruisers, we're looking at Des Moines, Double Moskva, and Svea. First time she's been available in King of the Sea. I don't know what impact she had last weekend. I'll let you talk about that. Let's have a look quick at, let's see, Shimakaze, Harugamo, Daring. Let's see if anything leaps out in these builds. That is a smoke Harugamo.
Really.
We're looking at probably unique upgrade Moskvas. Yes, we are. Fryce probably running unique upgrade Shima. Yes, he is. Daring not running unique upgrade. That's not shocking. That one is a little more torpedo focused. Svea going for gun range. Libertad, a full secondary build. Not terribly shocking there. Zath, what has Rain opposing them with down here in red?
Now, Rain is facing RESIN on the map that they won against TWA. This is Warrior's Path. This was game 2 against TWA. They were the North Spawn. So now in this case, they are the Bravo team. Rain bringing a Delny. That's in Taro, making hard speed for the A-cap. Backed up by Gangbangs.
Everybody's
Sherman.
stopping. I think we're having a restart.
I wouldn't be King of the Sea finals without at least one restart.
I mean, I'm seeing at least 2 rain ships frozen in time.
Yeah. As I was fixing to mention Gangbangs, he stopped.
Yeah.
Nope, they're moving again.
No? Okay.
They're moving again.
Okay. All right.
So
keep going. Keep doing lineup.
Finishing up the lineup then. So there's Gangbangs and a Sherman with looks like one of the Does or Halsey, choosing none of those special buff points. This is wild because they're kind of moving and kind of not. And now we got shells out on Arturius's Moskva. We got 2 Moskvas, both unique upgrade. Double Libertad. That's Malamu and Dastard with full secondary. I almost get the feeling, Raptor, like Rain was purposely not running Libertad just so they could do it on the final day and smash people.
Could be.
Triple Moskva. There's Lucar. I didn't catch that one. They have but one Harugamo working its way towards the C-cap with John the Ruthless backing them up in a Des Moines. That's unique upgrade.
Well, already some shells going out on Artorius' Moskva. He taking a little bit of damage. And Taro's Delny now spotted here south end of A, coming under fire from big boy Svea back there in the smoke. They are going to drive Intaro off this cap. Rain was hoping to get some free points over here. Not going to happen.
Correct. Is kind of a wild start. Everybody just kind of pumped the brakes and then decided, no, we're going to go anyway. You can see Formazing behind Gang with the Sherman. I think they're gonna set up a little bit of death snail action themselves. So that's 2 cruisers with smoke.
It seems pretty clear that Gang's Sherman here and Formazing's Moskva. Yep, there comes the smoke from Gang. So that's very obviously we're going to smoke him up to the edge of the B cap. Mad Dog caught a glimpse of that Moskva, knows he's coming, and is beating feet now, trying to pull out of there. And I'm really curious it feels like the Libertad push is going to come up mid, but they just put shells down range on Dastard, so they know at least one of them is there.
Yes.
The pain train starting to go in on Force to Wash Moskva over here north of C, as RESIN is going to grab the first cap, picking up A on the strength of Fryce's Shimakaze.
Yep, that's what happens when you just send the one ship to one place. And congratulations, RESIN, for picking that up early. It's going to get them tick lead, and it's also going to force some wasted time, as Antaro is going to have to relocate in the Delny.
First radar from Artorius picks up Mad Dog. He takes cover behind an island. Gang's Hydro is banging here on the south end of B. Those torpedoes are easily spotted. He'll dodge those and should be able to grab B. Go ahead.
Take a look at these 2 Libertads.
Are they going channel?
We've seen them shove. We've seen teams shove battleships through the channel before. I think they're going to send one through the channel, and Malamu is probably going to go behind.
Yeah, Malamu looks like he's going to go north.
Circle.
It looks like
they're going to try to encircle this Moskva.
Yeah, they're going to try and cut and basically cut off and isolate this 4-ship element right here. I'll circle them on the map. These 4 ships kind of will be surrounded on all sides by Rain forces if this play works out the way it looks like it's going to.
If it works out. Now, Dastard has decided to pull over for some Starbucks, as Puddin likes to say.
I'm a little surprised by that.
I think that, they were going to go, and then it almost feels like they were waved off. And the problem with battleships is when you wave them off of a play, it takes a very long time to react and redeploy.
Yeah. Malamu is just chilling. Fava's SAP going down range now, looking at Dastard, who's a little caught out in that channel.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of solid damage. Nothing catastrophic, though.
We were talking about focus fire earlier, Raptor. We already have 5 players who have now damaged Dastard's Libertad.
Yeah, this new mod that
more
lets
than
us
half the team.
This new mod that lets us see these things is really, really cool. I'm a big fan of this one. They're definitely doing a number on Dastard. They're not splitting them up now. They're going to keep them together.
Meanwhile, Dastard has only done under 600 damage in this entire game so far. And he's taken 34,000.
6 minutes in, and Rain picks up their first cap, 100 points down here as they finally flip B. They've got enough pressure around C, but they can't pick it up. They don't have the tools. There's nothing there. Like, they don't have a destroyer handy where they can just duck into the cap or whatever. So C's going to sit empty for a while. This battle's going to devolve into who can farm out one or more of these Libertads faster.
And I got to say, I don't like Rain's positioning here.
No, I don't like it either.
I really don't like... I mean, look at Malamu.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Now, Malamu we didn't talk about it, but he's using that special DCP upgrade in slot 1. Puddin loves this upgrade. A bunch of others love this upgrade because it's American DCP, and so you get 40% extra uptime.
That's actually really good on American DCP.
Right. So now you're at like 28 seconds instead of 20 seconds of invincibility to fires and floods.
Yeah, it feels like RESIN has correctly identified the weak link in Rain's lineup right here. Yeah, Malamu taking a big chunk there from the Colombo SAP. As the Moskva shells, Mad Dog has secured his guns, but he could pop a smoke if he wanted, maybe. I probably won't. Now Dastard basically going to go for it. I think realizing that they have to get something out of this play.
Yes.
If you're Peyton, do you go for the ram here, Zath, or do you go for the close pass?
You have to go for the ram. I would not risk a close pass. That's just too much if you fail.
Both Libertads.
Whereas Dastard's going to do that right now.
Both Libertads going for it.
Peyton.
They're trying to get Peyton off the board before he can successfully ram. They do. First blood going to Rain, but Malamu's going to be out in seconds. So it's going to be a short-lived lead here for Rain, and they're going to lose Dastard too for this play. And I don't know what they're going to gain out of it. Like, you're going to lose both your battleships for what exactly?
They're gonna scare the Moskva. We're gonna go with that.
Dastard is 20 seconds from his next heal. Forced to watch may yet go down here. We'll see. Rain has picked up C. The Moskva pushed up while this was occurring. Dastard at this point hoping to get the ram off. Forced to watch, grounded himself.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
He's gonna get it.
Wow.
Definitely an error there from Forced to Watch, grounding himself and allowing that to occur. He might have been able to live long enough for his team to pick up that kill if he had played that a little differently.
Now he's forced to watch himself sink.
But now both Rain battleships off the board. They have a little bit of map control, but they're still down points. Both teams down 2 ships.
Yeah, the battleship play, I'll tell you what, the absolute best that they could have gotten, that Rain could have gotten out of the situation, is 2 trades, which is exactly what they got.
Which is exactly what they got. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I think I think you made the point correctly at the right time, Zath. Once you start shoving those guys up the 7 line, you've got to commit, right? Because once
Mm-hmm.
they're in that channel, they have nowhere to go. They're trapped. They're not going to be able to
Correct.
get out of there. And they're in the middle of the map. Everyone and their dog is going to shoot those guys until they're dead. And that's exactly what happened.
And I mention this a lot when it comes to like replay analysis. Battleships project power. When a ship sees a battleship and that battleship has an angle on them, it forces them to really think about, do I want to come out and be shot at by this guy? So when you put the battleship in a position where one, they're together, and two, they threaten an area, you have to react to that. And that's exactly what RESIN did.
So now, Rain in the unfortunate position, they have to defend their capsule. They have had a lead change here. They've got about a 20-point lead and
Correct.
growing. 10 minutes to play.
Correct.
Plenty of time on the clock for RESIN to try to find a way back into this game, especially since they still have at least one of their big board pieces, and that's this Cristoforo Colombo.
Yes. Yeah, and you can see Fiva is starting to move into position, and he's going to continue. Formazing just gets slapped with sap right there.
Yep.
And that's exactly what's going to happen. Is they're going to work their way down these two Moskvas.
Yep.
Gangbarang now open up. He wants to get shot at.
Yeah, if RESIN's going to win this game, it's going to come on the back of Feva's big SAP shells dunking these Moskvas in the middle of the map.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And wait, here comes some more. That's Svea shells shooting towards the rear of Formazing. Formazing knows he can't back up any farther. And then that happens.
Yep, Formazing just getting absolutely hammered here by the SAP. Feva taking a heal. He'll have one more after this. They've got to farm him out. If you're Rain and you can pick up this Colombo kill, you start to feel a lot better about your life. But they've chosen Formazing for death, and he's on his way.
We missed this earlier. Formazing took about 49,000 damage from Mad Dog's daring. Gee, I wonder what hit him.
Could it be conga line torps?
Possibly, although Mad Dog on radar, probably going to die here. Yes.
That is
so another trade for Rain.
Yeah, that's a kill that I think RESIN should. I want to say shouldn't have allowed to occur, but that's doing them a disservice. Kudos to Rain for finding a way to pick it up.
Yes, now I said trade, but that trade hasn't happened yet. Formazing's still alive. Fiva reloading. Here it comes.
This should end him here. And with oh wow, he doesn't land quite enough shells.
So Fiva moving up in the Colombo means that the shells are firing at a flatter trajectory. And that's actually bad.
And Fiva's gonna go out
here. Like
here.
the Moskva.
Wow.
Fiva's gonna go down. Yep.
Boy,
so he declared victory too early.
So a couple of things that I don't like about this. I liked Fiva moving up. I don't like him stopping, right? When you are a dead stop battleship, you are so much easier to hit and so much easier to farm out. And now Thrice's Shimakaze opening up with his guns, trying to finally secure this kill on Formazing. They are going to get it at last.
Yes. That's a great play by Price. They know they absolutely have to
they have to,
Formazing off the board.
They had to clear him off the board here. And so now, Rain, with two Moskvas covering B and C, 2 radars left on Lucar. He's got 1 ticking. 2 radars left on Artorias. Plenty of radar left to defend these zones. It's going to be up to RESIN to see if they can find a way to break through.
Yes. So what I was talking about with the Colombo is the farther the range you have on the Colombo, the more of an arc your shells have. And your sap shells need that arc to be able to land and penetrate that 50-millimeter deck armor.
Right.
So when Fiva moved up, those shells start ricocheting off the deck instead of penetrating the deck. And there goes your damage.
Yeah, the SAP, and you know, that was one of the big things when you started taking Venezia back in the day when she was new and you were using her. You would use her in clan battles to dunk on the big Russian supercruisers. You did that at long range because exactly what you're saying, the SAP plunges right through that deck armor and you get big, solid, full penetration hits.
That's right. And you get too close in the Venezia, and all of a sudden, you better hope that they show broadside and you can switch to AP.
So
otherwise,
now,
you're doing nothing to them.
Rain reorganizing themselves. Lucar's Moskva and Artorias' Moskva setting up. They're just clustering around this little channel, knowing all they have to do for the next 45 seconds is defend capture zones.
You were saying?
Well, the Harugamo is here. He's caught. He's
yeah,
locked up on.
45 goes to a minute and a half.
Yeah, he's locked up on Hydro. No way for him to get out of there. Not anytime soon. Eagle Lance is
That feels
probably going to die. I can't imagine a world where John's going to let him live.
Now, meanwhile, Svea gets into the B cap. Big boy gets into the B
Actually,
cap.
looks like Svea is going to pick up the B cap. Nope, the reset coming from
No.
Intaro's Delny.
Yeah, they're not going to let that happen.
RESIN just making some desperation plays here. Doesn't feel like this is going to work. John's going to kill Eagle, and I'm sorry, they're going to kill the Des Moines, and when Eagle dies, that's the game. And there it is.
That will be it.
Wow. If you had told me that, because I'll say it, it feels to me like Reign threw away their battleship staff. And if you had told me they were still going to win this game, I would have called you a liar.
Well, there's one thing that Reign is really good at, and that is reacting to situations where other teams might, oh, guys, come on, whatever. Nope.
Yeah.
Let's reset. What can we do to make it happen?
How big a deal was Forced to Watch's Moskva not living through, giving his teammates a chance to finish off the Libertad before he took the Ram? Like, that ended up being a massive play.
That was the pebble that started the avalanche, right?
Yep.
The other big mistake was the inability to kill Formazing's Moskva and kind of shoving FIVA in way too early
a little
with
too
that
soon.
Colombo.
Yeah, I think it seems like they probably would have been better off holding him back until Formazing was dead, and then you could reposition him to work on one of the other Moskvas, or even at that point shove him forward and get some trades in or something.
You got it.